TBN. I'm your host, Grace Rutherford. We're going to start off with a new segment, World News. And here is our World News correspondent, Eden Knopfsinger.
Thanks, Grace. I'm Eden Knopfsinger, World News correspondent. Today I will be bringing you the latest news from around the world. To start off, I'd like to talk briefly about a new way that poorer countries are treating COVID. Pfizer authorized a new technology for creating pills that treat symptoms of the virus and cut down on potential hospitalization risks by 89%. This experimental patent could help low-income countries combat their rising cases. Next, let's talk about a beautiful event coming up in space. The longest lunar eclipse of the century is set to happen this week. On Thursday and Friday, this will occur at 1 a.m. in Oklahoma and reach its peak color at 3 a.m. The moon will be lit up in a copper color known as the Japanese lantern effect and is sure to be a sight to see. That does it for the world news this week. Grace, back to you.
Thanks, Eden. Next, we will talk about the football team and their big quarterfinal matchup with Lawton MacArthur tonight in Lawton. Here is sports reporter Benton Raymer with QB1 Brunt Gray.
Thanks, Grace. I'm Benton Raymer, TBN sports correspondent, back with another week's worth of sports. Today's big story is the varsity football team will be playing in the second round of the playoffs tonight against Lawton MacArthur. We have Brunt Gray starting quarterback here for the Tigers. So, Brunt, how do you feel you've matured this year from your first career start to now?
I feel like the first game I was kind of uncomfortable, but now I feel like I just know what to do with the ball in every play, every situation. I feel more comfortable.
Okay, and so last week you did get the win against Bishop Kelly, and what do you feel went well in that game that allowed you to succeed and get to where you are today?
We had a lot of mistakes that we need to clean up this week, but our defense played really well, and we controlled the ball when we needed to.
Okay, and in terms of this week's game, what do you feel the keys to this game in addition to what you just spoke on, cleaning up those mistakes?
Yeah, cleaning up those mistakes and just the defense continuing to play well, and we just need to keep controlling the ball.
All right, well, we look forward to watching your performance this week among all the other Tigers. And if you aren't planning on heading to Lawton MacArthur for this week's game, it will be streamed live on NFHS Network, where you can watch for free. It'll be linked down below. Brunt, do you have anything else to add?
Go Tigers.
Thanks. Grace, back to you.
Thanks, Benton, and good luck to the football Tigers tonight. Well, next is probably what you have all been waiting for, and that's the winter weather forecast with our chief weather guesser, Landon DeSautel.
This week in Lawton MacArthur, it'll be about mid-50s to high 50s, maybe a few clouds in there. My winter forecast is probably a few blizzards in there, be a blizzard Christmas, a lot of snow, probably like 15 inches. Back to you, Grace.
Thanks, Landon. Glad you are just the weather guesser because I'm going to go out on a limb and say 95% of that forecast won't happen. That will do it for another episode of TBN. Everyone have a safe and happy Thanksgiving break, and remember to always give 100% unless you're giving blood.